All right. Well, we're fresh today off of the latest AME Western North Carolina annual conference. And for the first time in over 30 years, Rock Creek AME Church in Snow Camp, North Carolina has a new pastor and family. And today we're going to have an opportunity to meet them. So we're going to say hello to Reverend Joshua Stevens, and we'll talk about how to spell that in a minute, and his family. And so, Reverend Stevens, maybe you want to introduce your family to us.
Sure. This is my lovely wife, Erica Stevens,
Hello.
and this is our daughter, Caitlin.
Hello.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. And so, talk a little bit about kind of how you got involved in the AME church. I know it's always a journey, right, Reverend Stevens? And so, whether you was kind of a family kid in AME like I was, I grew up in AME. So, and
Yeah.
so talk about your journey to kind of where you are today a little bit.
Let's see. I was born. No, I was pretty much born into the AME church.
Yeah.
When I was baptized by my grandfather, Claude Stevens, who was presiding elder at the time of the North Carolina Conference. I've been raised AME all my life. Don't know anything else but AME. For many years, I was under my father, Ralph L. Stevens, and he was my pastor, my father for 17 years at St. Matthew AME Church. And I never had accepted a call to ministry, had no idea I was going to be in ministry, did not want to be in ministry. Said I would not accept a call to ministry unless Jesus himself came down and told me. And to make a long story short, somewhat in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Jesus came in the form of several people.
Wow.
And told me that I was called, and I wasn't trying to hear it. But the last person told me that I can either accept the call now and live, or keep running from it and die. I surrender all.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's quite amazing, because there's stories similar that I've heard other ministers say. If you're called, you just can't get away from it,
No,
right?
you can't.
It belongs to you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, where did you start out at? Was Right Rock your first church? No.
White Rock was my first church.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And White Rock is where I met these lovely ladies.
Okay. All right.
And the rest is history. That's all I can say. White Rock is a beautiful family church, and I married into a beautiful family, and they have accepted me as one of their own. And I love everybody from that church, everybody. And prayerfully, they all still love me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they
I'm
were
sure
a
they
little
do. They
disappointed.
probably don't love us at Rock Creek right now.
No, they ain't too happy with y'all right now, but that's all right. That's all right, though. That's all right.
Was Sister Erica, talk about your connection to the pastor and kind of how you.
Well, I was born and bred AME my entire life. I don't know any other denomination as well as I know AME. And I visited other churches throughout my life, but I've always come back. AME is my home. And White Rock is my home church. That's where
Your home family
where
church.
I was baptized. Like it's a family church. I'm related to everybody in the family, even the former pastor. But before, he wasn't like I was related. He was the only person I wasn't related to. And as fate would have it, the Lord said, "This is your husband."
Oh, wow.
And now I'm related to everybody at White Rock, or So yeah, this is everyday life for me. My family's been very big and a part of the church one of my dear aunts, Paulette, has always been big into the AME church, and
Paulette Bryant,
yeah,
by the
Paulette
way.
Smith Bryant.
Paulette Bryant, Miss AME herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's been a part of AME, and the bigger part, like the politicking part and the business of it, my entire life. So, for me, it was just a natural fit. I mean, I, on the other hand, did not realize I would be marrying a pastor. I ran from that for a little bit. Being a first lady would seem very intimidating to me.
Ooh, can we tell the funny story about running?
No.
Funny stories are great. We're always good for a funny story.
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell my side and I'll let him tell his side. And then, so I'm guessing somewhere in between the two is the truth. But as I was running, I had given up on him. I really did. I was like, I ran, and then I was like, well, maybe this could work. And hoped and prayed and fasted and talked to the Lord and talked to my family. And I didn't feel that, he felt the same way. So I had decided to end our very platonic friendship. And I decided I was going to maybe, see someone else. And Jesus said no in the form of an injury. I was wait, no, let me tell my side.
Not in the form of an injury.
It was in the form of an injury.
You know the ram.
No, wait. I said, let me get my part.
Go ahead.
So I was at work. I work at Rex Hospital as a nursing assistant / secretary, and I noticed a bug on the ceiling at work. And I'm like, oh, I can get this down before day shift comes in, because, the girls would start screaming and it'll become a thing. And I was like, no. I'm a country girl. I'm not afraid. It's fine. I jump up to knock this bug down with another coworker of mine. I'm like, if I knock it down, you step on it, it's okay. I jumped up, landed on my ankle wrong, got a high ankle sprain.
Oh no.
Wound up in a boot on my driving foot, my right foot. So not only did Jesus say no about dating, but he gave me a chaperone in the form of my father, who had to drive me everywhere.
Okay.
To make sure that I stayed put while the Lord worked his magic on Joshua's situation, to make sure I didn't go anywhere until Joshua.
Right, so that's your part of your side of the story. Is there a little bit of difference here on the other side?
Oh yeah, I can shorten it up a little bit better too. You know the story of Abraham and Isaac. Abraham went up with Isaac, and Isaac asked Abraham, where's the sacrifice?
Yeah.
And Abraham said the Lord will provide.
Mm-hmm.
Lord will provide the sacrifice. Well, in her case, God sent a roach.
Yeah, it was a roach on the ceiling.
Not a ram, but a roach.
That I was trying to kill.
On the ceiling.
And I hurt myself in that
Hold
process.
on, I'm telling my side now. Hold on.
Okay.
So this one tried to run. Not only did she try to run, she tried to dump me.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to dump me. I know she said it was platonic, and it was. We didn't cross any lines. But when she tried to run, something had to be sacrificed. That something that had to be sacrificed was that ankle. So God sent a roach on the wall.
To say, hold on.
To say, hold on just a little while longer.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. She tried to get that roach on the wall, and then God provided the sacrifice. The sacrifice was the ankle. And not only was that sacrifice a big sacrifice, it put her in a position where she could not run for 9 months.
Right. Oh.
9 months.
And that's all it took.
9 months and a surgery later.
And that's the other part. During the first stage of her broken ankle, or whatever, hurt ankle, I had to have surgery for prostate cancer. So not only was she not able to run away from me, the one situation she's talking about that had to be worked out told me I was going to have a nurse to take care of me. I said, I don't need no nurse. But
He didn't know, did he?
No, he had no
they
idea.
didn't know. They just didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And God sent exactly what I needed.
And we've been together ever
And we've been
since.
together.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So I guess, Miss Caitlin, you were looking at all of this. You didn't have a clue.
No, I knew. Now let me tell you something.
Other side. She had a
Sorry.
side too. I forget. Yeah.
The entire, like, I think this lasted over a couple months or at least a year. They were both sending each other signals that they both missed. Like, he liked her, she liked him. Everybody knew. The entire family knew.
But we didn't know.
They couldn't figure it out.
Nope.
Well, you know what? That's how they say love works, you know. So it's just great. It's just great to see. And we're glad that we're the benefit of it because now you're here and you're bringing a lovely family to Rock Creek, and
Yes.
we're happy about it. I know that Sister Erica, you talked about you were a nursing assistant as your occupation. Reverend Stevens, you do other things?
Yes, I teach special needs kids at Jordan High School in Durham. I work with a team of teachers, and we work together to serve the kids with special needs and autism, dual diagnoses, even schizophrenia now. It's been one of my passions for more than 20 something years that I've been involved with people with disabilities. And it actually started out in New York where when I was pursuing something else that I thought I was supposed to be doing, God sent me to places where I was always serving kids or adults or people or anybody with special needs. And I just kind of fell right into it. And I just had a love to work with kids and work with people with special needs. And that's one of my ministries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think I heard when we were at the conference that both of you attended HBCUs. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. We both graduated North Carolina Central University here in Durham, North Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Raleigh.
Yes, it's in Durham.
It's in Durham.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of HBCU graduates. Got several Central graduates in our congregation.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's amazing.
Great.
Yeah, it'd be interesting for you to meet them, and we're excited about seeing you all tomorrow morning. Actually, for the first time, this is going to be amazing.
It is.
Very excited.
We are.
Yeah, so I won't bother you anymore. I know you got things that you need to do, but I thought it'd be good if we just did this little thing so that people could kind of meet you and see that you're real people and you're nice people. So
yes,
we are too. And so again, we're looking forward to working together for the upbuilding of the kingdom, right?
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
the opportunity.